Hello everybody, it's me, Diablo Twilight, up for another video. Now this is What If Deku Was the Joker, part 2. Now, last we left, well, I would go back because honestly I forgot that and I have horrible memory, you might remember, but still. Oh, by the way, I have a perfectly good excuse for not recording yesterday or the day before. I was lazy. I'm going straight out with you guys. I'm lazy, okay? And after this, I'm probably just going to show off videos whenever we have days off from school. I'm sorry, this is probably going to be my last video where I'm not going to rhyme up on school days. I'm not dealing with school, combine both. Got it? Got it. Thank you for understanding. Well, anyways, please forgive for the background noises and me stuttering. And let's start with the video. Okay, last we left off is where Deku actually helped out. Helped catch the sludge villain. And, well, I left you on a cliffhanger. Well, anyways, then All Might came around. He was actually looking at Deku, and he was kinda interested in him. He was like, he was thinking the kid was scary and nearly very terrifying, but he was protecting someone. He was trying to protect someone in his own way. He was kind of interested in him, so he followed him. He followed him to an abandoned warehouse. Yeah, like I said, that was his new home. Well, I think I said that last video, but still, he had his new home was an abandoned factory. Yeah, a factory. Blah. Sorry. Well, anyways, an abandoned factory. So, what did All Might do? Buff up and ask Izuku. He went into there and he asked Izuku Midoriya or Deku, why are you here? And Deku was kind of surprised by this. He thought no one was going to follow him. I mean, sure, Deku's a super genius and a very good strategist, but he wasn't expecting someone to follow him. No one wants to be around him, especially with the bloodlust he's constantly leaking out. He's wearing a surgical mask, a hoodie, something to cover him, and he's trying to cover his face up as much as possible. And All Might's like, All Might is kind of concerned and worried. He tried to help him. He asked Deku if he he wanted to ask All Might, and he asked Deku if he wanted to go to UA, and if he wanted Deku to help, if he wanted, actually, no, scratch that. He took him with him. He asked him to follow him, and he went to UA with Principal Nezu. And met up with Principal Nezu. And this is basically what happened between those two. Principal Nezu and Deku started talking, and they actually hit it off pretty well. They actually both really like each other. Both of them are really smart. I mean, Deku and Nezu are on equal par of smart. I mean, seriously, those two are Deku's that smart, able to almost surpass Nezu's genius, because Deku was the regular Deku was already smart. So when Deku got that brain in his core, in this universe, Deku's even smarter, making him smarter than Principal Nezu. And Nezu wanted to actually take care of Deku, and he asked if Deku could Deku and him actually stayed there. They stayed at that place, And basically, Deku started living there because they were starting to make dorms, and they were thought, hey, why don't we make these dorms that are not perfect, but they're pretty good, and Deku can live there until and make sure everything's safe. Because come on, it's pretty funny. It's pretty cool, and Deku honestly does not much with his room. He does put a couple of things on there, like all his room is basically normal. A normal bed, a little messy. His room is basically normal. It does have a couple of science stuff in there, but only for, well, if he wants to, only chemicals, for all the chemicals and everything he does for all that stuff is in the laboratory. Basically, his room is just a normal thing, where just normal. Well, when it came to the entrance exam time skip, he's been training mentally and physically, and he actually got in without any testing, because they all already know what type of person Deku is. He's pretty good. He actually went ahead and gave him the test. See his physical attributes and all that stuff, and we're impressed and decided just to let him go there. And I'm pretty sure in this timeline, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Bakugo doesn't know him, so he's going to be, and everyone, once they get there, Deku is going to be standing in his chair, getting there way before everyone else. And he's going to be allowed to he's not going to be allowed to wear a surgical mask or anything. No, he's just wearing a normal suit and just sitting there in his seat, daydreaming and smiling, letting off some bloodlust because that's part of his quirk. He cannot control it. And the class started to slowly fill up, one by one. Eventually, the engine guy, I forgot his name. I really did. Sorry, guys, but if you're a fan of him, I'm sorry. I forgot his name. I don't know. I'm horrible with things, by the way. I'm horrible. I'm sorry. But I'm just calling him Engine Guy. Well, he basically got kind of into a pinch. He kind of got upset, and he was kind of scared by him at first, but then he sucked it up and looked at him, walking up to him, and said, "Remove the makeup." And Deku just started to, what's going on? And he said, "Weren't you hearing me? Remove the makeup. This is a high performance school that requires complete seriously. Makeup is not well. What are you? And we're all supposed to be heroes. And wearing clown makeup won't make. This is a serious school, and wearing clown makeup does not resemble seriousness." Deku just started laughing, like that type of laugh. Imagine Joker doing that. And said, "Sorry, but this is a mutation side effect, not makeup. I look like this my entire life. Sorry." Then he released a little bloodlust with every word he said. And he kind of got, that engine guy kind of got a little scared. He was like, okay, because he constantly felt bloodlust releasing from him. Kind of strange. But then, after a little bit, Zako just walked up to him, because she's a kind of a blank person. A person that goes up to someone and just says what's on her mind. Just says it. I kind of respect her for that. Wait. Ochako, yeah. That's her name. Ochako came up and said, just asked her, what's your quirk? And honestly, everyone was taken by surprise, but everyone was trying to listen in. They were all kind of curious. And he smiled a huge grin and he said, my quirk is called insanity. It makes me insane. It also gives me the side effect of my skin. But it does have some improvement, but it does have some good qualities. And she was saying, like, why? I constantly release bloodlust, apparently. I have no control over it. And they were all kind of surprised about that. And she said, is there anything else? And he explained about how it increases his mental aptitude and his physical abilities. And she was kind of impressed and happy to know it. She started to get along with him. And some people there was kind of feeling bad because they were judging him right on the spot because every time they look at him, he was releasing a bloodlust that was kind of terrible. Yeah. But then Exile with his sleeping bag kind of showed up. Hello, everybody. If you're here to make friends, get out of here. This is a hero academy, not a friendship school. But then he realized, oh, they're talking to him. I guess it must be alright. It will be alright, I guess. Then they were like, wait, what? And he explained most people in Deku's life never really liked him because of his quirk. Due to his quirk, he's basically insane. Well, they said, I'm giving you each a quirk assessment. You're all going to have to learn about each other. I'm going to learn about all your guys' abilities, and I'm going to and he knows about Deku's abilities. He just wants him to go in there because, well, he just wants us to show everyone how strong he is, and he's actually not that bad of a person. He got actually a pretty decent score. He really did. He probably got a little higher than middle. Yeah. And it was kind of impressive. If some people found it pretty impressive. And I was kind of happy about that because, well, they were kind of happy to know that some people were happy, like Tokurami was happy because, well, he knows that there's going to be because he knows there's someone in the classroom that has a power that will allow him to test his. Oh, by the way, and All Might will ask Deku if he wanted to get his quirk. Everything happened and Mineta actually got expelled. But I allowed Big Hand Girl, you know, the girl with big hands, you know, that girl that can expand her hands real big. Yeah, that happened. I allowed her to go move to class 1A. I'm gonna do that every time, okay? I'm just telling you that, okay? And I'm not expelling Mineta, I'm expelling a visible girl, because she's one of those unforgettable people. Yeah. And I'm moving that guy with, that guy that can control people, that quirk brainwash, moving him up, and, well, increasing his, and making him into the hero course. Bravo, man. Bravo. Sorry, my throat gets dry. Anyways, back to there. When she gets to that classroom, she kind of got a little scared. She was like, what's up with him? She was kind of scared because when moments that she saw him, she kind of wanted to smack him. She saw him and she was like, then, Ochako talked to her and she asked, what's up with that kid over there? And she told him about him and she thought, oh, he can't be that bad then. And but when she thought, oh right, he's insane, she kind of had her doubts, but Deku's still a pretty nice person. You gotta remember that. Although he's pretty insane, he's alright. He has that hero mentality still. You gotta remember that. He's just insane. So, what else? Oh, right, it's, after that school day, All Might asked Deku, what should he, he's wondering, he wanted to ask Deku if he wanted his quirk, and if he wanted, explain about All for One, and asked him if he wanted to have his quirk. Deku said no. Right off the bat, he said no. And he said, my quirk is already good enough. I want to win with my own abilities. I want to be a symbol that tells everyone, no matter how evil and how scary your quirk might be, you could still be a hero. That was pretty inspiring to All Might. And he asked, well, do you have any idea who should have my access my quirk? And Deku said, well, he's actually pretty smart in this one, so he'll be able to analyze people's abilities and understand them a little better. And he'll say, I would honestly if I had your quirk, I would honestly give it to someone that actually had a actually doesn't have a quirk that can only, it's not that good. Someone in the school that actually cannot, a quirk that does not actually support their ability, only has limited uses. For example, someone with a mind control quirk, or a weak a negation quirk, or Oraka with a gravity quirk. And he said, whoa, Oraka? And yeah, I'm giving her Oraka because, well, why not? I mean, seriously, Oraka? Come on, she is the literal person I would honestly pick. If I had to pick one other person than Deku for All for One, I would definitely, One for All, I would honestly pick her. I really would. It's awesome. Her ability is awesome. It's useful. It's very nice. But hey, that's just me talking. Anyways, when he talked to her, she accepted. But before he could give it to her, both him and Deku brutally gave her a basic, Deku in training, change it up a bit to fit a female, and boom, gotcha. Yeah. Her body, she'll have it for about 2 months. She'll have that training for 2 months, and she'll combine with her core training that she's already doing. It's already kind of brutal, and Deku's honestly saying, "Come on, lassie, keep on working. You want to become a great hero, right?" And she kept on pushing and pushing. And she's honest, and now she got to the point where she can handle 8% of One for All. And Deku actually explained to her how to explain to her One for All, and how he actually explained to her. He basically once she got One for All, he asked her. He said, would you use your quirk on only one part of it? Say you would, if you would touch something, would you use your cork only on one part of the body? And she said, no, I wouldn't. Then he kept giving her those clues. Then she figured out, oh, I should spread out my cork all the way around my body. And by the way, her cork is not going to be enhanced by All for One, because it is an enhancement type, but its real ability is to it's actually a type of cork that actually releases kinetic energy. So there's no real way for her cork to actually will only store potential energy. Maybe her cork will be able to release kinetic energy with items to make them fall down even quicker, but other than that, no. So, let's continue. Well, actually, I'll leave it off here. Well, hello, goodbye, everybody. I'm deciding to leave it off here with Uraka getting All for One's All Might's cork, all one for all, and decide. And Uraka is basic. And oh, by the way, okay, then. Sorry for all the stuttering. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good day.